Hi, welcome to another video. Today we have a Haibike and we're taking it for a ride around Hamilton. So, a clever group of German engineers got together and decided, how do we make a car? A car that is so European that it has pedals. Yep, pretty much road use, but it does still function on trails. This bike is pedal assist only, so it has no throttle. You can get from 30 to 111 k's. These numbers are simulated using the Bosch Range Simulator to mimic the environments of Hamilton on a nice summer's day. This bike features a modular rail system on the down tube, enabling you to add a second battery to double these range figures. To reach that 45 km/h pedal assist, this bike uses an advanced Bosch system. A system that calculates 1000 times per second how much effort that you're putting into your pedals. It will then multiply that effort by 55 to 275%, depending on the setting. On this Bosch motor, the front chainring spins 2.5 times faster than the crank, effectively gearing it like a 50-tooth chainring. All of this goes through an 11-speed drivetrain, with a range from 46 to 11, fantastic for steep climbing or fast descending. The high-end Dior XT derailleur will keep your shifting pretty smooth. It comes with a clutch, to keep your chain from bouncing around on rough terrain. Hard-wearing and fast. The Supermoto X's come stock on this bike. I've personally rode over 4,000 k's on a set of these tyres. They've impressed me so much, I decided they're getting their own video. When that video is uploaded, the link will be in the description. The tyres are 27.5 by 2.4 inches. Wider tyres such as these simply translates to better ride comfort, especially when paired with air suspension. Despite only having 80mm of travel, it is more than enough for the road. The brakes. Dual piston, hydraulic, Magura HC180 Storms, front and rear. Great for all-weather stopping power, with lots of travel and therefore control provided by the MT4 handles. A classic hardtail frame, made out of 60-61 aluminium with slack geometry for stability at high speed. The battery sits nicely in the frame, yet it can be removed for optional off-bike charging. The saddle and the seat post are pretty standard, however they still have a premium feel to them. Aftermarket suspension or dropper posts can also be installed for that extra comfort or versatility. The rear pannier rack is rated for 15 kilos. It features a nice sandy texture which is useful for that non-slip surface. And yes, surprisingly enough, that is a license plate holder. Not that it has any use here. Unlike the integrated rear light, which is very useful because it brightens when you pull either brake lever. Up front, we have Haibike's own 720mm bar, upon which is mounted a nice set of grips, Bosch's Intuvier display, Shimano's 11-speed shifter, a bike horn, a mirror, and the Magura brake levers. Directly above the horn sits a nice bright integrated front headlight. Both the front and the rear light are powered by the bike's main battery, all of which can be controlled by the Bosch Intuvier display with a whole host of functions. At a glance you can easily monitor your range, trip distance and speed. The ride is smooth and stable, especially at higher speeds. If you're looking for a relaxed riding position, simply flip the stem. As for road noise, the bike runs pretty quiet. Most of the noise you hear is from the motor. Have a listen. Having that horn is a nice touch, especially for safety. The combination of the suspension and the tyres prove to handle itself very well with bumps on the road. Pedal assist works best on this bike at a lower RPM, so make sure to use all those gears. I found I could comfortably get to 43 k's an hour. However, if I pedaled too fast, the power would taper back. Right now we're turning onto Fowler's Ave, one of Hamilton's steepest streets, for a 25-metre climb. At this point, I've changed down to gear number 2 out of 11. I'm climbing at about 15 k's an hour with a moderate effort. The bike is in turbo, its highest level of assist. And just like that, we've climbed the vertical equivalent of a 5-story building. And now for the fun part. It's a lot of fun in the corners, and it tends to handle quite well with down and up shifting under power. So, if you could see yourself using this bike, the next step is to go ahead and try it for yourself. If you're in the Waikato region, River Riders Hamilton will hook you up with the free test ride. Thanks for watching.